Yes.
Hello, everyone, and this is gonna be a Monday night 1 versus 1 on the map KOTD2 Arabia. I wasn't sure because looking at the mini-map, it doesn't look exactly like Arabia to me, or the Arabia I know. KOTD2 is a little variation on Arabia for the King of the Desert tournament. This is a tournament hosted by MEM and supporters, and as well Microsoft. So they're practicing a little bit for that by working on the map. So you can see there are these nice little ornamental rugs under the town center for a little bit of festivities. And we're going to be watching Daut versus Hera. This is just a rated game on Voobly. Hera sitting at 2400 on the Voobly ladder, and Daut almost 2500. They're relatively even in skill level. This is an Ethiopians versus Chinese matchup. And surprised to see Hera taking the Chinese. I think this is random civilization, but I remember Daut saying he really loves the Chinese for this KOTD2 map, because one of the variations with it is that you start with a goat under your town center. So that really helps out the Chinese. Essentially, that gives them half a villager more. Or more than half a villager, maybe a full villager. But probably more likely half a villager. More than they normally have, because they're able to get their food right away. And that's always the problem with Chinese. You need to find your sheep, and then once you start collecting food, then you can queue a villager, because you start with no food. Most of you probably already know that, but explaining that a little bit. So the Chinese, very strong in this particular variation of the map. And Ethiopians are very strong as well, though. Great bonuses for them. Archers firing faster. I've seen the Viper making full use out of that bonus, killing a lot more villagers than he normally would have. So it's a very strong bonus, and of course, who doesn't like free resources every age, especially in the feudal age? So great civilizations overall. I always like to call the Chinese the jack of all trades civilization, because they really have everything, and with that technology discount as well, they're able to transition anything that they want. So very strong civilizations overall. And yeah, that kind of highlights it a little bit. The Ethiopians have better archers, but the Chinese definitely are more versatile. It's the Ethiopians have pretty poor cavalry. Let's take a look at the maps now that we've introduced the players and the civilizations. Daut is going to start off with a wall off here, and that's a nice place to wall. Wood line to the left. Extra gold, extra zebra. Boar in the back. Now the stone is pretty safe. Great for Daut. Second gold is pretty safe. That's pretty nice. Main gold is horrid. Oh my god. Oh my god. So it's really hard to saturate that main gold. So I anticipate Daut actually going for this back gold. Good thing he's got that back gold. Oh, pretty modest map for Daut. But this is going to be very nice to wall if he decides to wall on that right side. I like Daut's map. Arabia gives you some pretty bad maps sometimes, and this is certainly not the worst I've seen. Hera, unfortunately not finding his goats. Let's check out the left side of his map. Oh, not finding his goats up here either. Ooh, this is going to be a tough game for Hera if he can't find those. So it is potentially possible to wall in through here, but it's going to take some resources, some effort, a little bit of risk. Forward stone. Golds are in great positions. Nice backwood line as well. Hera already luring in a deer. He'll need it considering he hasn't found those goats. Overall, I think Hera definitely has a worse map, although I like his gold a little bit better. So Hera's map, more open, will be harder to defend for him. And certainly, if I'm playing as the Chinese with this open map, I'd be thinking of a scout rush. One of the very common strategies with Chinese. And what is Hera going to do? Sneaky plays. Daut might have gone into the town center. That's the only explanation I can have with losing so much HP. And great play from Hera. Using the gate trick. Great play from Hera. Wow. So Daut without a scout. Okay, not the best start for him. Looks like Hera found 2 of those goats. Or maybe Daut did. It looks like Hera found 2 of those goats. What are those camels? Oh, what are they? These don't even have food. What? I was expecting them to be like a zebra, but no, they're just... That's pretty funny. So that's a nice little decoration. I don't know of any other maps that have wild camels or animals that you can't hunt or are not wolves. I don't think those are wolves. Shoot, are those wolves? I'm a little confused. They must be... No, it's 5 HP only. I'm a little confused. I guess there are no wolves on this map. Because why would 4 of them be in the same place? But yeah, that's something I haven't seen before. Feudal Age for Hera. Interestingly, Daut is not going to the Feudal Age. He is going to do a classic Drush Fast Castle, and you don't see this a lot. You don't see this a lot on Arabia at all. Yeah, full walls. Ethiopians with that extra resources will definitely help out the Fast Castle. It's one of the civilizations that can definitely do it very well. And let's see if Hera is able to diagnose this. I'm going to go for the stable, so the stable will help defend from the militia, but Hera's going to have to start seeding a lot of farms really quickly. Or going to have to put some aggression onto Daut. Now, a tower here would be great, but Hera probably doesn't know that Daut is doing this fast castle strategy. You always want to figure that out as soon as possible. Daut going to move around. It's going to show that he has militia, though, and that's not a great thing. Hera may or may not have seen that. Looks like he has seen it. Sloppy play from Daut. Don't want to go in the line of sight of the buildings. Hera with some quick palisade gates. And Daut's militia really not doing anything. Meanwhile, Hera doubting that his opponent has full walled, and at this point, Hera's a smart player, has to know that Daut is in fact going for a fast castle because Daut should be up to the feudal age for any other strategy right now. And it might be too late to send villagers forward, so Hera might be in a little bit of a tough time. Might as well bring those scouts back to help deal with those militia. So Hera's just going to seed up a bunch of farms and get up to the next age as fast as he can. I'm curious to see if he's going to mine some stone to add some towers to help defend from what should be Ethiopian crossbows. I was looking for the archery range. That's not up yet, though, so that makes sense. And only one wood line for Daut. I find that a little interesting. Alright, so Daut's gonna just clean this up. Sorry, Hera's just gonna clean this up. Actually doesn't need that scout. I would try to save that food. I would cancel that scout. You're trying to get it to the next stage as fast as possible. And in fact, even gonna add the archer range and go to stone. I find this a little curious. So, you're adding the archer range, then that's, you know, that's less farms that you can seed up. That means you're gonna be slower. And I think this is a little late for Hera to move out. This is a better play if you want to be more aggressive. But I think it's a little late for Hera to go forward. Now, these walls are pretty brittle. A tower here, as we mentioned before, could be devastating, but that could have gone up a lot sooner. And I know Daut has the resources, but let's just check them. There we go. The Ethiopians make that nice and easy with that extra 100 food, 100 gold that they get when they advance. The first tower is going to go there. I would like to see the tower on the wood line, but that's not what we see. Hera chose to send 4 villagers forward. Daut's going to build a tower with more villagers. So a lot of pressure coming in from Daut, but I think he'll be able to hold these walls. And if so, then he'll be at a great advantage. And these archers are not scary now, but once they get fletching, once they get vodka arrow and crossbow, they'll be very scary. And there we go, towers up. Daut cannot make any more towers. However, Hera can because he's got 5 villagers on stone. So, Hera, what you could do... Oh, sloppy play. Very sloppy. What you could do if you're Hera, if you could place a tower here and a tower here, that would very much slow down Daut's aggression. Very much make it very difficult for him to afford the upgrades he needs for the crossbow upgrade. And in fact... Daut cannot add a second archery range right now. Not getting enough wood income. These walls very brittle. They're on the hill, only 1 layer thick. And those scouts should be in no time. I would focus more on the left side, but... And that tower's going to make it very difficult. Hera sending more skirmishers out across the map. Skirmisher here would be great. But interestingly, Daut's still taking this wood line, and if you're trying to do as much damage as you can, I think attacking that wood line would have been the first priority. So Bach and Hera being afforded by Daut. Can Daut afford the crossbow upgrade? Yes, he can. He's going to finish that archer first, though. And where are these archers? Let's go to military point of view. We have 5 ranged units from Daut. And I do not know where they are. Oh, they're all in the tower. Okay, that makes sense. So this is the tower that I wanted to see earlier. But it might be too late with crossbow and Bach and Hera being done. These skirmishers can probably handle these archers. One of these is low. One of these villagers. Yeah, there we go. Nice play. Gonna pick off one of the archers. They're gonna get kind of stuck in between the scouts, so Hera's gonna be able to pick off a few more, and that tower's gonna go up. And that's a great play from Hera. Just barely, though. Barely's gonna get the tower up. If you waited any longer, that wouldn't happen. And gonna be smart, gonna wall in that tower as well. So that really hurts. Really hurts to make another lumber camp. As you can see, this lumber camp's now not very efficient for Daut. Daut's economy is definitely hurting, falling quite far behind in the military count, although his military is much stronger. Ethiopian Bach and Hera crossbow. But look at Hera back at home. Hera has done some damage, and his economy, he's almost ready to click up to the next stage, as well as able to work on some walls with these houses. And if I was Hera, I would just take these villages and run back, or find a nice corner of the map, because they're very likely to get picked off by these crossbows. Oh, Hera's still trying to do as much harassment as possible. This is a great place for Hera to just harass and run away. This is really hurting Daut's economy. This is only wood income in this area, so the more you can make that inefficient, the better. Oh, my bad. There's another place for wood income, but that's a very inefficient lumber camp. Hera, don't run towards the... Okay, run away from the crossbow. There we go. Alright, now Daut's going to move out, try to do some damage. Hera probably not going to go anywhere near those crossbows with the skirmishers. Got a lot of skirmishers at home. And there's the castle age. So right now it's up to the towers to be able to defend. Hera's got a ton of stone. I wouldn't try to save it. I might want to build the tower here. And probably one here. I think 2 towers and that'll be great. Oh, but instead, Daut's going to run right into the skirmishers, and Hera's going to pick off 2. That's even better. Can save the stone now. Hera's played a pretty solid game, and Daut, ooh. I don't know. I kind of question Daut's decision. This map is easy to wall, but I think that Daut did not take into consideration that his wood lines are too exposed. I think that's something you always have to take in consideration when going for a fast castle strategy. Siege workshop from Daut, but Hera is in a pretty commanding position this game. He's got a lot of skirmishers. It's very difficult for Daut, with how little economy he has right now, to transition to something like knights, so mangonels makes the most sense. Interestingly, Daut's taking a lot of stone. And I don't think that's her town centers. I think we might be seeing a Daut castle sometime soon. Man, Daut is really hurting on the wood. Oh, it's a little interesting. He's going to add a town center, in fact. Wasn't expecting that. The wood income is so bad for Daut, though. So bad. So finally can afford a mangonel now. So a few crossbows did get in, but some nice quick walls from Hera. Hera's at the top of his game right now. Good to see. Perhaps playing for AM has motivated Hera. This would be a very impressive victory going against Daut. Say whatever you want against Daut. He's a very, very difficult player to beat. Plays a very clean game most of the time. Most of the time. Hera adding a town center, going to elite skirmisher. Now ballistics would be a very good luxury upgrade. Daut only now getting horse collar, as if his wood income wasn't bad enough. In fact, even running out of gold here. Ugh. I guess that's what the town center here on the right was for. The more mangonels Daut can afford, the better. He needs it for the towers, he needs it for the skirmishers, and needs it if he's going to want to go for a forward castle. And really, I think that's the only play that's going to make that stone worth it, because going Shotel Warriors at home is not going to be a great play. They're probably not even be that good against skirmishes. I really don't like the Shotel Warrior at all. I think it's pretty weak. Oh, let's check out what's happening in the north. In the north, Daut being repelled once again. Daut has done no damage at all to Hera's economy this entire game. Okay, Daut's got 2 mangonels now though. Could push out. Where's Hera going? Hera going for a town center? Is he? Looks like it. No, going for a castle! Going for his own castle! Oh, why do this, though? You're way ahead in economy. Or, no, you're not, actually. That's 10 villagers ahead. Oh, how did that happen? Oh, this game just got a little interesting. Where's this castle going to go? Going to go with the Siege Workshop. So both players have a castle in the bank. Maybe we see a Daut castle from one of these players. Doesn't have to be Daut. +2 armor now done on the skirmishers. They're very good. I was selling some resources so we could get this Megan out quicker. But yeah, Hera's 10 villagers behind somehow. And of course got that town center up quicker. And finally going to transition over to the right wood line a little bit more. 3 town centers now for Daut. So Daut with the defensive castle makes sense, considering he's 10 villagers ahead. Almost got a nice mangonel shot there, but those mangonels are on the hill. So Hera's going to have to rebuild at Siege Workshop. And Hera's not making as much army as he could either. I think this combo's working. The Skirmisher plus... I wish Hera had some mangonels. That would really make his combo a lot better. Or maybe the ballistics tech. So nice defensive castle from Daut. Despite all of this, I've been saying so many benefits of Hera's game right now. Daut is coming back. And Daut's going to have a lot of momentum with that 10 villager advantage. Now 13 villagers. Defensive castle from Hera. I do like the position. I don't think it gets the hill bonus though. It's pretty hard to do actually. Take out a mangonel on a hill with skirmishers. Hera has done that. Those were any other civilization's crossbows. Maybe you want to fight that, but the Ethiopians just too much damage output. And let's see what the player's next move is going to be. Hera's resources, not very close to clicking up to the next stage quite yet. Still stuck on Elite Skirmisher. Not really making too many, though. What is the best play for Hera? I think you gotta stay with Elite Skirmisher. I don't see any other way to deal with those Ethiopian crossbow. So I would stay Elite Skirmisher with Hera. Add some castles. Try to defend your map a little bit. Yeah, not a whole lot of production from Hera. And then maybe go Siege Rams in late game. So Elite Skirmisher, Siege Ram. Maybe you could raid a little with Light Cavalry. And if you're Daut, stay with Crossbow. Maybe upgrade to Onager to counter the Skirmishers if you need to. Right now, Daut's doing perfectly fine as is. And kind of a little bit of a race to the Imperial Age, as those two castles are pretty close to each other. Certainly we'll be looking for trebuchets to come out. Oh, that's a little unfortunate. The stone vendor's going to go down. All the towers now down from Hera. Daut's economy's rolling. He'll be up to the next stage pretty quickly. Pretty soon. Oh, Hera, no! The archers are over there. You gotta send your skirmishers over there. Oh, boy. That's gonna cost Hera a few villagers. Oh, nice reaction from Hera. Very quick. Only gonna lose a villager. And now Daut gonna run away. Hera's gonna be the first up to the next stage, but Daut won't be too far behind. I bet Daut will click up very shortly. Daut's gonna build another castle. Where is he building his castle? Castle on the bottom right to help protect his wood and his gold. Now the gold is fully accessible with those trees chopped. Looks like the Mangonel's gonna take care of that scout. Daut's got a little bit of a defensive wall here. Alright, might get some crossbows though. Alright, let's see how these Ethiopian crossbows do against these fully upgraded skirmishers. They do pretty good. I'll still take that fight from Hera though. Those skirmishers are certainly very cheap. And yeah, Hera really thinning out that army of Daut. That's exactly what he needed at this point in the game. I was thinking Daut was having all the momentum. But with this early Imperial Age, taking this great engagement, certainly that swings things back a little bit. Hera only 4 villagers down. We have a very close game. Very good game on this Monday night. And there we go. This is the key. This is all the key for Hera, is these siege rams. Add another siege workshop. 4 siege workshops. Go right up to siege ram right away. And take out Daut's castles. Daut has nothing to deal with siege rams. He's going to have to go Onager. Now he's got 2 mangonels out. But I'm liking Hera's position, because I'm not really scared of those Ethiopian crossbows. A lot of them have, well, perished at this point. And you're going skirmisher. You'll even have a little bit of time here. Oh, that could have been devastating. Split, split! Okay. In fact, the ram's going to get the kill. I love that. There we go. Bracer chemistry coming in. Capped ram right away. Alright. Daut needs something to deal with siege rams. And something to deal with skirmisher. Upgrading the arbalest upgrade. That's not going to cut it. Not going to cut it. So what else? What else from Daut? Onager. Makes sense. Is he going to have enough, though? We have 2 mangonels here. We're going to need more. Looks like gold is pretty short for Daut. He's got a few villages here on gold, a few villages here on gold. That gold is out. Daut is going to be running out of gold pretty soon, and it looks like Hera has the map control. Let's take a look at where are the rest of the golds on this map? Okay, there's 1 extra here, I think. That might be Hera's gold. Jeez, I think there's usually more gold on the map, on an Arabia map. Okay, here's an extra gold, I think. One of those is an extra gold. Ram's spazzing out a little bit. I think Daut's going to have a real big problem for gold pretty soon. Now that Onager, though, looks like it can get the trebuchet. Not what you want. You're going to get that one. So now we need to see from Hera a counter to the Onagers. Siege Ram is good, and certainly they'll be able to do some damage over on the right side. Can even take out the Onagers, man. Take them out. Now, are you paying attention? Nope. This one's going back. Always good to see. So right now it's just skirmishers to counter the Onager. That's not really how that works. And Hera gonna be pushed back. He doesn't have any counter to the Onager now. And Daut is on a hill as well. So if that castle went down, this would be a very tough game for Daut. But Daut is still in it. Hera's got 2/3 of his army composition. He needs to add the last third to help deal with the Onagers. And now, if Daut can only add Halberdier to help counter the soon-to-be, I assume, light cavalry from Hera. Then I think that Daut would be in a good position. And maybe even Siege Ram of his own. So instead, the play is going to be Elite Skirmisher. I guess that works. Yeah, that works fine. In fact, the Arbalest will counter the Hussar. So kind of Daut already has his late game army composition here. Onagers to counter the Skirmishers. Skirmishers as a little bit extra. and archers will counter the light cavalry. In fact, Hera's going to cavalier, not even going to light cavalry. Alright, luckily this castle's on a hill. It's here for some time. It looks like Daut doesn't have anything really to take out the castle. It's starting to build trebuchets now. Daut's on a little bit more of on a clock, though. He needs to be pushing. I think Hera has better access to gold. And neither player has taken this gold here. So Daut in the bank has 200 gold. Hera's got quite a bit more. Of course, he's making a unit that costs quite a bit of gold, though. And we have about 1,000 gold left here. About 1,000, maybe 1,500 gold left here. Or 2,000.
No.
But both players have enough gold for now. And Hera, are you going to go up that hill? Those rams will be wasted if they go in. Man, if you're Hera, do you go up that hill? I don't know. I would, whew. And I would... If those trebuchets, are they able to hit this castle? Not really. I think I'd give up that castle. And I wouldn't go up that hill. I think you're going to take too many losses. Cavalier are going to go in through the back. How many honors are they going to get? This is 5 Cavalier. Not really a worthwhile trade. They get a few onagers, but lose a lot of Cavalier. Lose a lot of skirmishes. I think this was a very poor decision to try to go up that hill from Hera. And Hera has lost a lot. He's lost a lot of momentum. He's lost a lot of gold in that engagement. And now Hera's going back. I think I would have stayed back a little bit longer, try to take up a lot of those extra golds, and maybe went for a quick siege ram push here and try to raid on the bottom. Of course, this is with full map visibility. I'm cheating. But I think that was a bad decision from Hera to go up the hill. And in fact, that might be a decision that loses him the game. Let's see if Hera's going to be able to recover from that. Those siege rams will push back things for the time being until those onagers can clean them up. And if these trebuchets take down this castle, might see a GG at that point. But, so Hera needs to hold the front line at the same time, and I think it'd be worthwhile if he went for just a little bit of raiding down at the bottom. Looks like these Cavalier are going to try to join up. Able to take out 2 trebuchets. And that's a lot of Cavalier, though. Halberdier being upgraded from Daut. A little bit slow on that. And Hera's going to push this back temporarily. However, most of these Arbalests are still alive. And that's a very good sign for Daut. Let's take a look at the top. Hera taking an extra stone. That's great. This goes into a long game, which it is. You want as many resources as possible. Gold and stone. Alright, now that Halberdier is done, I would definitely maybe back off a little bit on the Cavalier. Wasting a little too much gold. Nice onager hit from Daut. Daut now taking the score lead. One of the first times in this game. And Trebuchet going to go down. Alright, looks like this is going to be a long post-Imperial battle. Town center coming up from down on the right side. I like it's going to secure more gold, gain map control. Later you can build some stables with those villagers. And you know, Hera does get access to Onager. I wonder if that would be a worthwhile play for him. I think it would be. So we saw the siege rams. They did a pretty decent job. But if only Hera could afford Onager. So obviously Hera choosing to go into Cavalier as opposed to Onager. I wonder if that was the right decision. Gonna build a castle up in the north. Looks like he's lost control of that stone. Half of the stone is gone though. And hopefully Hera will be able to reclaim this, claim this gold. And give him a nice advantage. Castle will be up for Daut. It's not a good position on a castle, to be quite honest. And I don't know what these Cavalier are really doing. know why Hera is going back. I would trade Skirmishers versus Arbalest. Cavalier gonna move in again. Looks like Daut's Arbalest all gonna die. I don't know why he's taking this fight. Why would you fight Arbalest versus Skirmishers? In the late game especially. That was a horrible fight for Daut. And now it looks like Hera has a lot more army. Hera this whole time has been 20 villagers up, so he's had a pretty decent economy behind this. Hera's up by 20 military now. And let's see if Hera can do anything with this momentum. I'm going to send a few Cavalier to the north. They're not going to do anything. However, this castle getting trebbed immediately from Daut. Both players building the castles up in the north. However, down in the south, a little bit of a surprise. Daut going up with some stables. Castle's 70% of the way up. Looks like it's not going to finish. And Hera should definitely send some forces down to the south to finish this castle. 91%, it's very close. I'm going to send a few more villages. Looks like the castle will get up. That'll help to slow down any raiding. I think both his villages died at the same time. What was that? Try to save those trebs. That's so much gold at this stage of the game. So valuable. Lose 2 trebuchets. Wow. Castle's still up, though. It's being repaired. Anna's just going to try to destroy the trebuchet. Now with the momentum stopped, it looks like might have enough to take up that trebuchet. You don't want to lose castles at this late stage of the game. Castles are great. They're like, it's extra damage that doesn't cost any population space. And just barely going to take out that trebuchet. Nice save from Daut. But at the same time, most of the army's kind of stuck here in the left side. The skirmishers can get in between. They'll certainly do a lot of damage. And really, look without the onagers, there's really nothing to stop the skirmishers. The Ethiopians don't get great cavalry. It might be worth it to see some to help counter the skirmishers, but it'd be really tough. Relics 3-1, so Daut doesn't have any gold income from that. Hera's got 1,600 gold in the bank, and I think that's all from this one extra gold mine here. 1,600 gold has been mined. Oh, I can't do that much math. Not that much, but you get the point. A lot of that is from that extra gold mine. So Hera is floating gold right now. He's got all the momentum and GG. Daut 0 gold. So Hera maintaining the map control. We saw some good and bad fights from both players at different stages of the game. Daut was basically defensive for most of this game, but had a pretty decent economy throughout it. Able to defend quite a few times, but never able to go on the aggressive. And why was that? Only had trebuchets. Didn't go into siege ram. I would have loved to see siege ram from Daut. Certainly that's a big decider in Archer Wars. And Hera maintaining the map control for the most part and taking over that half of that extra stone. And at this stage of the game, half of that extra gold. But that, of course, would be worse as the game goes on. So great plays from Hera. And wow, what an entertaining game this one was. Great Ethiopian and Chinese war. And let's hope we see a rematch. Let's take a look at the achievements. You say that right as the game ends, Skywalker. Oh boy. Aren't you perceptive? So great KD from Hera. That's actually a little bit surprising considering Daut has mostly the more valuable army, the gold units. Gold collected more? Pretty comparable, but Hera would have mined gold in a few minutes. A lot more stone collected from Hera. This is a big stat. And here's your timeline. Pretty back and forth game, if you ask me. Alright, let's see if these two titans would like to play another match.